This is Matt Walsh with your Minute with the Mayor for Tuesday, May 12th. A little update on the scientific front line of vaccine development and development of therapeutic drugs that treat COVID-19. Healthcare giant Johnson & Johnson has made significant progress on a vaccine to prevent COVID-19, and it ambitiously aims for an emergency rollout of its strongest vaccine candidate in January of 2021. A division of Johnson & Johnson, Janssen Pharmaceutical Companies, will work together with the Biomedical Advanced Research and Development Authority, or BARDA, to fund and quickly test their coronavirus vaccine. Johnson & Johnson's partnership with BARDA is financial in nature, as BARDA will supply the company with half of the $1 billion capital needed to expedite testing and manufacturing of the drugs. Following an accelerated timeline, Johnson & Johnson anticipates that the vaccine could begin phase 1 clinical trials as early as September of this year. If those trials are successful, then that time frame could allow an emergency deployment of the vaccine as early as January of 2021, which is a stunningly quick turnaround for a vaccine. With their eyes set on achieving this difficult mark, Johnson & Johnson is already beginning to ramp up production of the candidate vaccine with its stated goal of producing 1 billion doses. To that end, Johnson & Johnson has inked a $135 million contract with Emergent Biosolutions to boost manufacturing of the drug maker's COVID-19 vaccine. It is, however, worth noting that Johnson & Johnson's vaccine hasn't even reached the clinical trial phase yet. Despite Johnson & Johnson's hopes that its vaccine could be ready as early as next year, some market watchers think that timeline is woefully optimistic. Many experts say it will take several years, not months, to develop a safe and effective vaccine and to administer it to enough people so that it can provide widespread protection. That said, there is always truth in an old saying, and the old saying that applies here is necessity is the mother of invention. Attacking the problem from a different perspective is an unrelated drug company named Regeneron, which is using antibody technology to develop brand new therapeutic antibodies to fight this disease. This product is not a vaccine, but an antibody cocktail used for both treatment and prevention. This new COVID-19 drug candidate is being studied for its potential to both prevent initial infections and as a treatment for people who have already been infected with the virus. Regeneron believes it is on track to have enough product ready to begin human testing in June, and they plan to scale their production to have hundreds of thousands of preventative doses or tens of thousands of treatment doses produced per month by the end of August. They currently are actively seeking ways to maximize that production capacity within Regeneron and by using third-party producers. As you may remember from earlier Minutes with the Mayor, antibodies are Y-shaped proteins that are produced by the human body as part of the normal immune response to fight foreign molecules such as viruses, bacteria, and other harmful organisms that invade the human body. These invading organisms are called antigens. If the human body has had prior exposure to a particular antigen organism, it will develop antibodies that quickly will work to neutralize that antigen invader. The reason that this typical process doesn't work with COVID-19 is because humanity previously has no prior exposure to the COVID-19 virus and therefore has not developed antibodies. Antibody vaccines are designed to emulate this natural disease-fighting process. Because of the scientific innovation, they can do much, much more. Antibody medicines are based on the key principles of biology, and they mimic the natural defenses and pathways of the human body and immune system. Scientists look at how antibodies work in order to replicate and optimize them against specific disease targets. Today, antibody medicines can be created in a lab and then given to people who need them for a specific medical purpose. These antibody medicines are derived from living organisms, not from chemical processes like most therapeutic pills. Because antibody medicines can specifically target certain disease-causing antigens, they are also designed to avoid unwanted effects on other cells within the body. Antibody medicines have been proven to change lives and have altered the course of treatment for serious illnesses like asthma, cancer, heart disease, rheumatoid arthritis, and severe eczema. These are two positive examples of science taking differing routes towards promising treatments for COVID-19. One a traditional vaccine and one a scientifically produced synthetic antibody. There are close to 100 other vaccines and therapeutic drugs currently under development, and an effective treatment can't come soon enough. That's your Minute with the Mayor. Have a great day and do something kind for somebody.